Welcome back. So today's video, I'm going to show you how to get this beautiful highlighted and contour video using a different technique, which is known as a reverse contour. I know it seems a little crazy right now when you look at it, you're like, what the hell? But I promise you guys, with a lot of blending and the techniques I show you, you will totally get this fine look. As you see, it's starting to come together. So let's get to it, babies. Okay, so the first thing that I did was I already applied my foundation. I went in with the EX1 foundation, Invisible Liquid Foundation in F100. I'm now taking my spatula and little silver plate, my mixing plates, and I'm taking the lightest shade of foundation with the darkest. Yes, the lightest and the darkest, because you want a taupe tone shade, because your shadows cast a gray tone, not a brown. Although in this video, it's going to show a little bit more brown. Just realize the gray that it looks when you actually do it is the perfect color, okay? So you're just going to mix the two colors, putting about 1 to 2 pumps. I'm going to put that in the side, using my Makeup Forever Camouflage Patch Palette in the first shade. I'm going to take a flat concealer brush and really warm up the product on both sides. And we're going to start with our highlight first instead of our contour. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to smile. You want to smile so you can see where your cheekbones are, and you're going to actually outline your cheekbones. I know. Usually your contour goes there. No, this time the highlight is going to go there. So that's why we're starting with a highlight, and that's why it's a reverse contour. You're doing what you normally wouldn't do. So now I am chiseling out my cheekbone, so you're just going to follow the entire shape of that smile. So just keep smiling till your cheeks burn. And as you can see, it just carves it out really nicely and defines the cheekbone area. Now what I'm doing is I'm putting a backwards little circle around my chin, and the rest is pretty much the same. You want to chisel out your nose and blah blah. But around the eye area is a little different. Usually you do a backwards triangle. In this instance, you're going to do more of the circular angle because you really want to expose that cheek area, because that is going to be your focal point for the reverse contour. I'm just showing you a fast motion of that, and then the rest is pretty much the same, you know, doing your whole forehead, your nose, your lips, you know, blah blah blah. Keeping in mind, guys, that this does take a long time. This is not like a quick, like 10-minute do your face. This could take anywhere from 15 to a half an hour, depending on how much blending you're doing. So now I'm going to take that contour color. Like I said, it's looking a little bit more brown on camera. It was actually more taupe. So the more gray or ashy it looks is the color you need. So just keep that in mind. And you're going to fill in the entire cheek area on both sides. So this would make, again, the reverse contour is that you're putting the contour color on the actual cheekbone itself and not underneath. So that's what makes it a little bit unique. And then you're just going to chisel out the rest of your face. Unfortunately, some clips have gotten erased, which is like my nose and my forehead area, but you guys pretty much can tell by the picture image how it actually looks. take a small stippling brush. This one is actually from Bdellium Tools. I will link the number of the brush down below because I forgot. And you're just going to really blend out those colors. Keep in mind that you're going to have streakiness at the beginning. It's going to look a little crazy, but guys, don't get discouraged and just, you know, remove your whole makeup look. No, the key to this is blend, 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 blend. And I also take it down below because it will look like a weird defined line if you don't. So again, we're just blending out the contour color first instead of the highlight. So again, everything is reversed. I know I keep saying that word reverse, but it really is. You want to start with contours first and then go to highlight. So now what you see me doing here is taking a micro beauty blender, and I'm just, what is this? What am I doing? I can't think. I'm just blending out the highlight further down, and I'm going to look a little creepy in a second, as you see. It still looks a little streaky, but that's fine, because now what you're going to do is you're going to go in with that brush that you used earlier to apply your foundation with. This is the Real Technique buffing brush, and I'm just buffing it out further. So I know it still looks crazy, but like I said, guys, this is a 15 to a 25-minute routine. That's why I don't really do this often, because it takes a lot of time. For me, when you do this kind of look, it's more like if you're going out at night and not for everyday basis, because it takes a lot of time. So just take your time on blending, guys. Do not get discouraged once again, because I promise everything will come together in the end. As you see, it's starting to now. And because I felt, actually here it is, see, it's all nice and pretty and blended. But since I lost some color on like my nose area and under my highlight on my eyes, I'm going to highlight a little further. I'm going in with MAC's prep+prime highlight in Radiant Rose, and I'm just taking it on my actual cheekbones, the bridge of my nose, and just the center of my forehead. The rest I'm going to leave alone because it is still very highlighted. And then I'm just going to go again, once again, with that micro beauty blender and just blend it out a little bit further so that I get the real highlighted content that I wanted earlier. Once you finish highlighting it, you're going to go in with Bare Minerals Well Rested, which is a under eye brightener and setting powder. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take it on a fluffy brush. This is the one from Morphe brushes. So all brushes again will be linked down below, and any tools that I used. So you're just going to set the under eye area, and you're going to also set anywhere that you have a highlighted area. So like the bridge of the nose, the chin, the forehead, etc. If you wanted, if you're more of an oily person, you're definitely going to set the entire face with a translucent powder. But since I'm dry, I'm just setting the areas where it needs to be highlighted and leaving the rest to dry on its own. So to now further set the contour, I'm going in with Toofaced Chocolate Soleil Bronzer in medium bronze and medium deep, and I'm having struggles. And I'm just taking that on an e.l.f. contour brush, and I'm going to fastly show you guys how to contour, because you guys see me do this all the time in other videos. You're just really just setting over that same color so that the contour becomes more prominent and can be seen a little bit further, as you see here. As for my highlight shade, I'm going in with MAC's Soft and Gentle, and I'm going to press it at the highest peak of the cheekbones first, just to get the most luminosity there. Then I'm going to put it around the orbital bone, and whatever's left, I like to lightly dust onto the cheek area just to give you a little bit more of an added glow. And then, as you guys know, I had a mess here, so then I just went and reapplied some Well Rested because my concealer was caking, because that's what happens in Makeup Forever. So I'm going to take most of the highlight and put it at the bowl of my nose and then down the bridge of my face, whatever, and then do my lippies. And then once you're done, we're going to add some blush. And now here's another technique. I'm going in with MAC's Melba and a fluffy blush. But for people that do not have a round face shape, so basically anyone else, square, heart shape, you're going to take 2 fingers and you're going to apply it at the very corner of your nose, the edge. And what you're going to do is you're going to put that blush from that point on higher. But if you're round face like me, you're going to take 3 fingers and apply it same way, and putting that blush from that area all the way up to by the ear area. That is going to ensure that you have a full cheek to make it look like you really have a cheekbone, like you're smiling, you're elevating the cheek area as you see here. And then I'm just going to blend the 2 colors together. Just showing you again. So I'm going to blend the blush in with the contour so it gives you a little bit more definition. And then whatever's left on my blush brush, I like to just put a little bit on the apples. And once you are finished, guys, this is your final look that you should have, which I really hope that you learned some tips and tricks in this video. Until my next video, please subscribe for more. Bye!